増えた中で、ご自身にとってどんなオールスターゲームになりましたか？
家族と一緒に来れたのもそうですし、今日カーショー選手も投げましたし、フレディも元所属してるチームで、そういうチームメイトたちと一緒にこう出れたっていうのも特別なオールスターだったかな。
It was a special All-Star in a sense that Kershaw pitched today, and obviously Freddie returning to Atlanta. So in a sense, it was a special occasion for me.
Freddie, just that moment, everyone chanting Freddie, you acknowledge the crowd. Just talk about what was it like? Describe it.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to go today, and a lot of emotions. They came up to me before a team picture and said I was going to have to talk. That it was all over the stadium, so that kind of cool. And then obviously I had no idea Doc was going to pull me off the field. So I really do appreciate the moments. The 12 years I spent here were obviously a wonderful time for me. So to be able to have that moment with the fans, that was awesome.
Ready? Shohei?
第2打席、かなり大きな打球ではあったと思うんですけど、自身の中で感触だったりとか、ホームラン、どうかなっていう感じだったんですか？
いやだいぶフックしてたので、最初はホームランのあれでしたけど、ちょっと切れてっていうのが見えたので、ファウルかなと。
I hooked the ball at my second at bat, so I pretty much felt confident that it was going to be a foul.
Freddie, the fact that you were kind of able to keep it together, I know there's some questions about whether you might cry and stuff. The fact that you were kind of able to keep it together, I know yesterday we talked a little bit about just kind of the time. I mean, does this kind of maybe speak a little bit to the fact that you are like a Dodger now, and that is kind of...
I think just time heals everything. It's been 4 years. It's been a wonderful 4 years with the Dodgers. Got to bring a championship home. I'm an emotional guy. Things happen, so whatever, like I say, whatever I feel, it comes out. But obviously held it together this time around. But it's just you spend 12 years with Atlanta, you pour your heart into it. And now I poured my heart into 4 years with the Dodgers. Still got many more, hopefully, to go. So it's been a great 4 years, and I'm glad I held it together this time, Dylan.
Was it here at all?
Huh?
Like when you were addressing the crowd, did you get that?
You want me to say I cried? I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, Dylan. I feel like there's no tears coming down this time, so I did all right.
Shohei? いろんな人と喋れたのはまず練習とかっていうよりかはこういう選手見てた画面でしか見てなかった選手たちとこう交流することによって、この人はこういう性格なんだなっていうのを、把握できたっていうのは単純にいい時間を過ごせたなと思ってます。
I had the opportunity to meet new faces and guys that I never really got to meet in person, so it was enlightening to be able to see the person now face to face.
I wanted to ask both of you, it's very crucial to spend the next 2 days off. How do you plan to spend it?
I'm going to the ESPYs tomorrow. So I'll be in LA.
僕は家でゆっくりしようかなと思ってます。
I'll be at home relaxing.
I'm lucky.
そのヒットの場面、追い込まれてからのスライダー速度のボールだったと思うんですけど、しっかりうまく対応できたのかなというふうに見てたんですけど、実際自分の中で、対戦したくないというような話もされてたスクバル選手からのヒットの場面をちょっと振り返っていただけますか。
なんとか打席というか、バットに当てていいヒットだったなとは思いますけど、三振かホームランぐらいの感じの自分の中の気持ちとしてはそのぐらいの気持ちでいこうと思ってたので。渋いヒットにはなりましたけど、良かったかなと。
My intention in my first at bat was to hit a homer or a strikeout, so I was able to kind of squeak a hit there. So yeah.
Freddie, since you have this rep as a guy who might emote on occasion, do you almost feel like folks are trying to make you do it to some extent with regard to like the on-field interview, the mid-game removal? Is it like, let's test this guy?
I don't think so. I mean, that's, I guess, on you guys. You guys want to test me? I'm okay with crying. That's just how I am, but I didn't do it today. Yeah. Yep.
同じ場所で過ごせたっていうのが、すごくいい時間になりましたし、また頑張ろうと思いますし。
結構いろんな先発のスキーンズ選手なんかはもう今サイ・ヤング賞候補って言われていて、今日も先発でいいピッチングされてると思うんですけど、ベンチから見ていて感じるものとか印象とかどんなふうにですか？
やっぱりすごいボールを投げて
なんか話したりとか交流とか。
いえ、そんなに。
いろんな選手の調整を見たりする機会もあったと思うんですけど、なんか新しい発見とかそういうの調整に関して。
いや、僕今日練習してないんで何も見てないです。はい。
タイミングが合わなかったんですけど、やっぱりオールスターで投げていきたいなっていうのは改めて。
そうですね。やっぱりすごいいいイベントというか、すごく今日過ごして楽しかったですし、また次回は、登板できたら、またもっと楽しめるかなと思います。
今日練習の時間っていうのは何をされてたんですか？
何もして、ちょっと中で体を動かしましたけど、はい、そんな感じです。
改めてになりますけど、レッドカーペットの方はいかがでしたか？
すごく気持ちよかったですし、はい、本当に楽しめたと思います。
後半戦に向けてはどういう活躍をしていきたいですか？
またしっかり気持ちもリフレッシュして、まだシーズンが再開するときには気を引き締めて、頑張っていけたらなと思います。
チームごとに参加しなかったのはタイミングが合わなかったみたいなのを聞いたんですけど、どういう理由？
雨本当は5時55分予定で、僕一回ホテル戻ってたんで5時半ぐらいに来たんですけど、ホテル出るぐらいの時に予定が変わって、5時ぐらいにね撮影をされるというそういう感じで失礼しました。
いい意味で宿題が
宿題
また出るんだみたいな。
そうですね。はい。次はチームフォートに参加できるように頑張っていきたいと思います。
2日めちゃくちゃ楽しみです。
はい。
今日、明日、明後日はめちゃくちゃ楽しみです。休みです。
そうですね。久しぶりにロスでオフなので、しっかりゆっくりして。リフレッシュできたらなと、思います。
Last one, guys. Thank you.
Hey Dave, why do you think to use this system during the regular season?
Excuse me?
Why do you think to use this system, the walk-off system, during the regular season?
Oh no, I think that it was great for this exhibition. But in the regular season, I don't mind how it plays out in the regular season with the man on second base. But this was first time in history we've got to do this, and I think it played pretty well tonight.
Go to Barry and then Bill.
Doc, what did you think of it as you were going through it?
Well, what part? I mean, I think that.
Going into the home run swing off or whatever.
Well, you know what? I was hoping we didn't have a home run swing off, and then obviously Eugenio got hit in the hand, so I had to replace him with my starfish, Kyle Stowers. That's his new nickname, Starfish. So I had to replace him. And just kind of thinking about the lineup, and I was going to save Alonso for the 3-hole, and I was kind of going to get Stowers in there first, and I was trying to get the format down. And Schwartz, I was talking to Kyle, and he was like, "I'd never hit on the field anymore, so hopefully I can take batting practice and hit a homer, on the field and not just in the cage." So he came up huge. Dino Ebel, our pitching coach, came up huge. So it was a lot of fun. And the cool thing is that we got to see the players were all into it too, which was fun.
Was Suarez okay?
Suarez, yeah, he had some X-rays, and the X-rays were negative.
Go to Bill, and then Claudia, and then Ron.
Dave, 2 things. On the game with Freddie, how did you come up with the idea about when you were going to remove him and how that came about?
So that was more of appreciating the fact that we had 3 first basemen. And I went to Freddie and asked him, you know, would he be fine with 1 at bat, or does he want 2? And he's such a good teammate and understood that we had 2 other guys that wanted to get out there and perform. And so I just felt that to give Freddie his due, to get, you know, one of the first basemen to, you know, exchange positions with him and, you know, call a timeout. I just felt that Pete was the perfect guy and allowed me to finish up with Matt Olson, you know, the hometown guys. So that was kind of the thought behind it.
And then how much of what happened in the Derby, if you want to call it, or swing off, was well planned in advance, and how much of it did you go, can I call Shohei and see if he can come back here?
No, so Shohei was long gone. But I think what it was is you had to declare 3 guys with 1 alternate before the game. And so we went around and sort of polled the guys and figured out who was going to be in the back half of the game, kind of thing like that.
Claudia, right here, Dave.
Dave, what do you think of the way your guys handled the pressure in such a unique form?
I thought they did a great job, and I think the great thing about this situation is you don't know a lot of these guys. You just see them from the other side, and there's some guys that you see under pressure, and you see how they respond. And this was a game that we clearly wanted to win. Those guys were fighting to win, and so there was some motivation, and it was good. It was good. There was a lot of fight on both sides, but there's a reason why these guys are the best players in the world.
And what message does this win send about the talent in the National League right now?
Well, we finally beat these guys. They seem to have our number over the last decade. But there's just a lot of talent in both leagues. But tonight, we got the best of them.
Go to Ron right here.
What was your thought process in evaluating which 3 players to pick, and how many were in the pool? How did you narrow it down? Did you talk to the coaches? Or?
You know what? I talked to my bench coach, Danny Lehman, and I just figured that 2 guys that had been in home run derbies before was sort of a no-brainer. And I've seen Suarez take batting practice, and when he touches it in batting practice, it goes 400 feet. So I felt that was a pretty easy choice as well. And the Stowers one was the first timer, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to use him, and it just kind of worked out that way.
Did you wait till after the 9th inning to pick him, or
No, that was already decided.
Oh, he was the off.
And then Eugenio was out because of the hand. Yeah.
Dave, Clayton mentioned that you had him say something to the team before the start of the game. Kind of what went into that, and just kind of how did you see him just kind of experience this whole week, and kind of the appreciation he had for being here?
You know, I think that it's almost like it's obviously full circle in the sense of he's done it 11 times. I think he enjoyed every single bit of this experience, from being named to sharing it with his family, to the media day and the home run derby, which he stuck around till the end, to having his kids around, to doing the brunch and getting over here and, you know, pitching 2/3 of an inning. And he was very pleased. And then also, I just felt it was apropos to give him the opportunity to speak to the guys if he chose to. And so it was a great message. You know, everyone was attentive, and it meant a lot to the group for Clayton to speak up, yeah.
Go to Bob over here, Dave.
Hey, Dave, when you're talking about, you know, grabbing the 3 guys yesterday, was there much negotiations as far as trying to convince them? I mean, Alonso did not want to do the home run derby. Suarez did and wasn't picked. How did that go about talking to those guys?
You know what? I think it was I had Danny was the messenger. So I'm not sure if they shot the messenger or not, but that was kind of who I chose and who I thought made sense. And to their credit, they all kind of agreed to do it. So I don't know how much coaxing there was.
In this game, obviously, there was no winning or losing pitcher. Do you think Dino Ebo was your winning pitcher?
Yeah, Dino. Yeah, there you go. Put a W next to Dino's name in the paper. Well, there's no more papers anymore, but yeah, Dino should get the win. Absolutely.
Let's do a few more, Mark.
Dave, we know what kind of power Schwarber has, but what was it like for you to watch him go up there having 3 swings and hitting those 3 home runs?
It's remarkable, and Schwarbs is he's just, if he touches it, it's 110. Like I said earlier, he doesn't take much batting practice outside anymore, and so for him to get out there and see an arm that he's never seen before in Dino, and to use the big part of the field, hit it out, and clutch up and hit 3 homers, and the last one ball in a little bit, kept it fair, so that just speaks to the hitter he is. So you got a guy that can really hit with bat to ball, and then also has huge power. It's fun to watch.
I'll take one back here.
Dave, Hector Bochan with Latino Sports. Beside the home run swing off, what was your thoughts of the ABS system being implemented during the game?
I thought it was great. I think that Dan got a lot of the calls right. There was a couple that were overturned. I thought it was great. The fans enjoy it. I thought the players had fun with it, and there's a strategy to it if it does get to us during the season. But I like it. I think it's good for the game. I'm okay with it.
And you, former manager and former player, what was your favorite takeaway from this weekend?
Well, I had, so when I come to Atlanta, I got this restaurant that I get my favorite sweet potato. So that was one takeaway that I had, pop in Atlanta and get my favorite meal. You know what, spending time with the guys. No, in all seriousness, I think that just talking to the players and sitting by their lockers and talking about the game and respecting the game and their responsibility to the game. And there's more talent in this game, top to bottom, than there has ever been. And they also have to give back and respect the game. So those are things that I just really loved. I love seeing Clayton just happy. It was nice for me not to really, I can smile and laughter in a ball game. That was fun. So it was just top to bottom. The Braves organization, the city of Atlanta, Major League Baseball just knocked it out of the park. It was fantastic. Well done this trip in.
Hi, you discussed the selection process for the swing off. Was there any consideration to let Olsen do it due to the hometown element?
You know what? I didn't think about it. I probably should have. I think it was more of I didn't know where he was going to be at in the game. And so if it was going to be early to have him stick around, I didn't want to potentially put him in harm's way as far as injury. So I didn't really know. And I didn't know how I was going to do the first base situation. All right, guys, thank you.
Just between that moment there, just getting taken out of the game, you and Doc, just everyone appreciation to you.
It was a great night. It was so fun. The whole thing was just awesome. I didn't anticipate to be here. Definitely didn't anticipate to get to pitch. So it was awesome. So thankful for it now, and whole family here get to see me pitch in an all-star game again, and I didn't think it was going to happen. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, Tucker made an awesome play and left there. That was great on that first pitch, and then able to get Vladdy there too. So it was fun. Get 2 batters is not a bad gig if you do it right. It's not fun, I guess, if you don't get them out. But it was fun tonight.
Was there a part of you that was hesitant to come when you got the news, and kind of did it become more meaningful than past trips you've had here? Once you went through the week this week?
Yeah, I think so. I think both. I think my initial response was just, you don't ever want to take somebody's spot, or you don't ever want to be like a sideshow. You just want to be a part of it if you deserve it. And once I kind of understood that I wasn't taking anybody's spot, and that it was just whatever they call it, legend pit, whatever. It just was. it was a little uncomfortable, but now that I'm done with it, it was awesome. I'm so glad I got to come and share with family and kiddos and all this stuff. It was a great thing, and Doc even let me say a couple things during the team meeting, which was awesome. Things that I would never volunteer for, but I also realized that the opportunity's there, and so I don't want to pass that stuff up. So I think it was all of it was just pretty cool.
When you had a moment like this, do you kind of think about the All-Star game you played and sort of the journey you've had?
Not really, but yeah, I mean, I do remember the first one pretty well. Just like standing in the outfield with Cliff Lee and Roy Halladay and all these guys that I looked up to and really respected, and got to just kind of be a fly on the wall, listen to them talk. So that was that's cool. And now to kind of be on the other end of it is weird. It happens fast, but at the same time, it's this clubhouse is awesome. There's a lot of great veteran guys in there, and even the young guys too. Everybody was awesome. It was fun. I just I don't even know, honestly. I hope I hope I didn't sound too bad, but I just I think everything that everybody knows is just the All-Star game is it can be hard at times for the players. It's a lot of travel, it's a lot of stress, chaos, family, all this stuff, but it's meaningful. It's impactful for the game. It's important for the game. We have the best All-Star game of any sport. We do have the best product. So to be here, to realize your responsibility in the sport is important. And, we have Shohei here. We have Aaron Judge here. We have all these guys that represent the game really, really well. And so to get to showcase that and be a part of that is important. And I just said I was super honored to be a part of it. Thanks for letting me be here, really. No, I'm getting blown up by former teammates saying, "Wow, you've changed so much," and they're right. I mean, I don't think I would have ever done that, but it was actually kind of fun. I mean, never could do it in a regular season game, but that was for a few batters. It was pretty fun.
How does being mic'd up for the All-Star game compare to the pressures of pitching in a World Series?
It's different. Yeah, not in the same stratosphere, but. It's just weird. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird having to kind of talk through it, but it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Beforehand, did you rehearse maybe anything that you wanted to say, or you just let it all ad-lib?
No, I mean, I honestly didn't know how I was going to feel. Like sometimes I didn't know if I was going to be breathing too hard to talk. It's a long run and all that, but no, I just kind of winged it.
Clayton, just a couple minutes ago, Jason Adams spoke super glowingly about being able to follow you. Did you have a chance to talk with him or anything about the moment? He was just so impressed with just being able to have that part.
He's awesome. I got to know him a little bit, playing with the Padres, and he just seems like a great dude. And he's got 4 kids as well, so we can kind of relate to that, what that's like. And he's super fun to talk to, and I respect what he does on the mound. He's really impressive out there, and I know we never get many hits off him. He's really tough. So that's kind of him. But yeah, he was awesome to talk to.
Clayton, when you said to the Fox guys, this might be the last hitter I ever face, was that kind of a reflective moment for you?
I don't think I said that.
You didn't say that?
I mean, I didn't.
I thought you meant in an All-Star game.
No, I think I just meant tonight. I think I just got 2 batters. I just knew I was getting 2 batters. Yeah, sorry, I'm not that reflective. Yeah.
All right, well, let me ask it another way. I mean, there's only been 3 pitchers who have appeared in more All-Star games than you. Spahn, Mariano, Seaver. What does that mean to you?
I don't know. I'm old, been around a while, I guess. It's a very awesome, special thing to get to come to All-Star games. So I remember the first one, how special that was, and I don't think a lot's changed, for me over the years to get to come to these things. So I don't take that for granted. I think it's really awesome. It very well. I mean, I shouldn't be here anyway. So it's very possible that this could be my last one. So it was. I can't say any other way. It was a very awesome night, special.
And Clayton, Paul's game before this said that he was hoping that by the end of the week you wouldn't be sick of him. What were those interactions like, and just what do you think about him
Well, as a pitcher, he's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, he's a bulldog out there, so competitive, just coming after guys, not fazed by anything. So there's a lot of those guys. I said it about Scooble as well. Both those guys have been super impressive to watch. And to get to talk to Paul this week has been fun. He's got such a regimented routine. You can tell, just even the 2 days we were here, and you don't realize how big he is too. Like, if there's ever a guy that can throw that hard and stay healthy and good for a long time, like I'd bet on him. It's super impressive. And so I didn't have a whole lot to tell him. We talked a little bit about pitch grips and different things like that, but you can tell he wants to be good. He wants to be great, and he wants to be good for a long time. So you got to respect that. It's pretty cool. All right, thanks.